What is Flesh and Bone again? Well, do we have the 18.5-hour stream for you? Flesh and Bone is a new concept which was released on Saturday and was designed by Nashable over at Chill Clock Tower. You can read the description on screen now, but the core idea is that whenever a character is executed, specifically executed, then they are eliminated and they will never be seen again for the rest of the campaign. It's multiple games. You play a lot of games of it over however long you like. And eventually, you cycle through the characters and you see so many new scripts, and they're all similar to the previous one, but subtly different.
It's referred to as a living script.
It's a living script, yeah. It's a little bit of a legacy element, but also not exactly. It's a lot of fun. We did it a lot the other day. So if you want to join us, then there is a link in chat. If you want to join us for the very first game, there it is. Do you start at Trouble Brewing and move on? Or, yeah, you can. We're going to be starting at Badman Rising. If you watch Sunday's stream, we started with Storyteller's Nightmare, of all things. And just played through from there.
Did Leviathan get executed?
It did, yes. About game 5, game 6, something like that.
I think it was earlier than that.
Was it earlier?
It was.
We did
Yeah,
cycle
because
through.
I think it was like the second or third game. Because I got it was a Leviathan and a Poppy Grower, and I was perma Cerenovus by my Cerenovus.
You were, yeah. Was that early? Sure. It was a very silly game. Gambling. If you're around on a Sunday, I would love to play this script on a Sunday. I think it's perfect.
It's not my script. Take it, do it as you will. It belongs to a fellow named Dan or Danny, who is, I believe, American, and so frequents other time zones. I have introduced this to a couple of groups because it's become my new favorite fuck around in the short-term moments. Games tend to last either exactly 1 day or upwards of 8.
Sounds great.
Nobody wins.
Well, I
It
would love
either
to have you
stalls
introduce us to it.
hard or just immediately gets broken.
I would love to have you introduce us to it sometime if you can, but otherwise, yeah, I'll probably do that at some point for sure.
Unfortunately, I'm usually not available on Sundays. Otherwise, I'd come play with you more. But if I can make it, I will do.
Okay, sure. Maybe if we have some time at the end of the stream, we'll do it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to hop in because I'm going to be playing this campaign. That's the idea. JoJo is going to be taking control of our Tuesday Legacy series from now on. So I'm going to go and hop in and take a seat. And of course, that means that you, chat, can come and play with us and play with me. So get in here. I do remember that we went through all of the silly demons quite early, apart from Al-Hadikia, which never came up.
Al-Hadikia is not a silly demon.
It's a solo demon. It's a silly demon in the concept, in the context of a living script.
True. That also heavily implies that good won a lot.
Good did do a fair bit of winning, yeah.
If you're cycling through demons quickly, that says certain things about good win rate. I do like what some servers have done with this concept of there's one who's actively trying to get to TB. There's one who's just going as long as they can with it, just going wild and retiring rather than eliminating.
There is a permanent mode that you can run, I think.
Yeah, when you retire rather than eliminate.
That was quite a late addition. The one that we're going to be doing today is we're going to be starting with BMR. We're going to be stockpiling the SMV characters, and eventually we're going to reach SMV.
Right, there you go. Is it this server's data set, or are we using someone else's?
Yeah, this is our data set.
Cool.
But can you actually configure it in a way that you want to reach SNV from BMR?
Yes, and that's what we've done.
Oh my god. Wow. Cool.
What happens if an SNV
character gets executed.
It can't be.
It goes
SNV
in-
characters can't be
it
added to
goes-
the script until. Oh, you mean? Okay. At that point, they go back into the reserve. So I think they get replaced with default characters, but eventually they will come back in.
So
think
the
that's how it
stockpile
works.
indifference, which is how you get to like a hoped for end, is that there's a difference between elimination and retiring. If a character is eliminated, it's gone forever. If it's retired, then it goes back into the pool. And if you specifically set it up so that all the SNV characters only retire, i.e. are stockpile, then over time the script will naturally evolve into SNV.
I see.
It might take a long time though.
Just a touch.
And especially starting from Bad Moon Rising specifically is quite a bold choice.
Yep.
Because yeah, BMR is quite incestuous in terms of its like character similarities, so it
Yep.
tends to evolve into itself a lot.
Well, we have 68 Townsfolk, 22 Outsiders, 26 Minions, and 19 Demons left.
Cool.
We're also doing probabilistic replacements, so characters will be replaced by something partially at random.
Okay, it's not pure similarity.
Yeah. So
Okay.
Oh.
all of the most likely candidates will be put into a pool and drawn based on a weighted chance. So, for instance,
Can you
I
side
guess...
bet on how long it takes for the lycanthrope to show up?
Sure. I suppose Gossip might have like a 20% chance of becoming Lycanthrope or a 18% chance of becoming Juggler or something like that. No, I'll check.
I will lock in this player count. 11 players? Sorry, 9 players?
Sounds good.
9-player BMR.
What happens on the last script if all minions are executed throughout the living script? So there is something called a default minion, or a generic minion, which has a generic ability. I don't recall it off the top of my head, but those can come into play.
I think it's a poisoner or poison.
It's similar,
Like,
yeah.
I think it's basically a widow without seeing the grim.
Yeah, you pick a player and they're poisoned for the rest of the game while you're alive.
Okay, so a Gossip
So,
that
yeah,
gets eliminated is most likely to become a Juggler, but can become some other things as well. What was the one that you wanted? Lycanthrope?
I want lycanthrope.
How do we get
Like,
to Lycanthrope?
how long before we get BMR plus lycanthrope?
I actually don't see
Or
a
just
path to
a bad
Lycanthrope.
Ooh.
No,
How about Summoner?
I see Lycanthrope. There are... Okay, there are, I think, 2 characters that can lead to Lycanthrope. Oh, wait, no. One of those isn't on BMR. There is one character that can lead to Lycanthrope on BMR.
Because a fun side effect of the legacy nature of this process is that sometimes, even though it's not optimal for the specific game you're in, sometimes people will
Yeah,
actively
it's
get
really
themselves to just delete a character.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alexa,
Who would do
what was
such
that
a
last
thing?
one called?
Who would do such a thing,
Sorry, what's
JoJo?
up?
What was the last game? What was the campaign from the weekend called?
I called it The Nightmare Gets Worse.
Perfect. Thank you.
I don't know if I made it publicly viewable. This one is.
Oh dear.
Yes, it is publicly viewable.
Nice. Alright, so with the chambermaid.
By the end of it, it was perfectly 50-50 gambling. Sorry, brambling.
Sorry, what was?
Evil and good victories.
50-50, what was that?
That doesn't sound right.
Evil and good victories.
Oh, cool. That's fun.
I felt like Good did a lot of winning. Maybe it's...
They
Maybe I'm
did,
wrong.
but then Evil did a lot of winning back to back.
fair enough.
Oh,
Good also got a couple of free wins in with the game that eliminated the wizard and the game that eliminated the atheist.
that'll
That
do
seems
that, yeah.
reasonable.
Jake's Fest.
I don't
Pastel.
I don't think it's relevant for this script per se, but are you running any of the special Jinx interactions with Flesh and Bone?
Yes, all of them.
Okay. When they come up, then.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't think there are any on the script. There are not.
Mastermind should get one, but like.
But this just gets to be a normal game of Bad Moon Rising.
Like if the Mastermind gets their win condition, they get eliminated, maybe. But
No, there
Eh,
isn't.
maybe
Jinx. No, masterminds can just be. No, because the idea of the retired jinxes are for ones where they can happen on day one.
sure, I get that, and it literally can't. But it's
Yeah, like for
it's
the
a weird one.
For the mastermind to get its win con, by definition, someone has to have died to execution.
True. So you will remove a demon, but still, that is a slow process, right?
Yeah. But mastermind can easily be eliminated in other ways.
Sure. If you're the Godfather or the Assassin and you like the Godfather or the Assassin, maybe you should lock that character in from being executed.
You can do.
The one where, yeah, target yourself.
There isn't actually a jinx with Zumbul. I feel like there should be. I feel like the Zumbul should only be eliminated if it gets executed a second time, or dies a second time by execution.
I think elimination specifically only happens when you die by execution.
Yeah, but does Zumbul not register as dead to the jinx? Or to the fabled?
Registration. We know what that is. Registration and death. Treat it like
Wait,
a fool.
does registration impact the campaign? So, like, can an executed recluse boot the imp off the script?
Okay, so I did actually ask Nash that exact question, because of course I did. He said it's not intended to, but this is supposed to be fun for your players, so if that's the most interesting thing and you'd rather get rid of a particular character, you can use that as an excuse too.
Like, for example, a wizard makes a wish, and the cost is the wizard must be executed.
For example.
He's immediately executed. There we go. Perfect.
Anyway, I'm dead, and there's all these skulls and bones about, and
Gambling and Basil have already fucked off JoJo, just so you know.
any flesh. Let's find out.
Just gonna stick some eels down next to them.
Maybe. Yes. Alright, who wants to talk to me about player elimination and Blood on the Clock Tower? I've got this super cool idea for a new game. No? See yourselves.
No.
I was about to ping you. Hi.
Hi. What would you like to do?
I'm going to ask you a question, Tim.
Yes.
On a scale of 0 to 10,
Yep.
how reliant on Bad Moon Rising is your character? And therefore, how much of a priority to be eliminated should it be?
I think that I am a relatively fan favorite character that would be good not to get rid of.
Okay.
I think. Let me just check. Lyra,
Yeah.
can you just come and, without saying what my role is, say whether or not in a legacy game my role should be executed or not?
You're the demon, so you should be executed.
Predictable.
Congratulations, you just killed JoJo. No, as I say, I would say I'm a fan favorite character. I'm not massively contingent on being in BMR,
Sure.
so I'm not urgent for us to kill.
Okay. I would say I'm middle of the pack. I'm a character that does work outside BMR, but it's not fantastic outside BMR. it requires certain things to make it work that don't have to be on BMR. But obviously it does work in the context of BMR, because every character works in the context of BMR if it's on BMR.
Yeah. I'm going to stick down gossip next to you.
Okay.
And move on from that.
I'm going to
Are
stick...
you okay now, JoJo? Oh, JoJo's gone.
I think that you're an outsider. That's what I'm feeling. All right. Thank you very much.
I would say, having just looked at all of the characters, I think that the townsfolk are the ones that are priority for us to kill.
Townsfolk
away
and
from these
demons,
people.
yeah.
So yeah. Anyway,
All right. Thank you very much. Hello. I'm going to ask you a question, Basil. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. I'm not going to ask you any questions because I can't hear your answers.
Or reloading.
I can hear your answers now. There we go.
Hello.
Hello. How's it going?
Great. Everything goes according to the plan.
Excellent. I have a question for you.
Okay.
On a scale of 0 to 10, how much should we kill your character, regardless of like what team we're on? How much should we get rid of it and not see it again?
Well, technically, it's fine to execute. I'm not that fun, but tonight I have no protection, so I would prefer to do science on me from day 2.
Fair enough. I'm a middle of the pack character, so we can get rid of me. We don't have to.
What's a middle?
There are probably more annoying characters when we start introducing non-BMR characters to work with.
Okay, I'll mark
All
you
right.
as the pigeon for now then. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. This script is going to be unplayable the moment we get rid of Devil's Advocate.
Is my audio okay?
I can hear you now, Scrooge.
Oh, okay.
You're all
Coming
good.
through now.
Yeah, I had a problem hearing Basil in a private chat, and then it was fine. Oh no. Weird. Hi, Damien.
Hello.
Should we get rid of your character?
Oh, aye, might as well. It gets us a step closer to S&V, doesn't it?
Is your character one that would benefit from never seeing a script that isn't BMR?
I think it has its spot on other scripts,
Okay.
but it's not top tier.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm sitting with mine as well. Like,
So you're about the middle as well.
yeah, like there are definitely worse characters to take off BMR, but they're also definitely better.
You're not the Zombie then, since that's going to be the awkward one.
Yeah, the moment we lose Mastermind,
You gotta
the other one
execute
is a
it.
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, they're difficult in a legacy game where execution removes them. But
I think the worst problem is going to be
Oh.
DA.
possibly,
It's like,
because
when we get rid of- When we get rid of DA, the pacifist, the tea lady, and the sailor are all just going to be, yeah, we're on the good team, but so are a bunch of other people. What the fuck are you going to do about it, evil team?
panic.
Yeah.
Right, I shall stick you down as mid tier for now. Then.
All right. Thank you very much. Does Chainmail not get to wake on the first night? Yes, it does. And we learned that neither of these players wake. Hello, D. Ream.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, Dream. What up?
I'm a sailor or a moonchild.
Oh, cool. I'm a character that is... Okay, I will tell you that I am a... In fact, you know what? Will you tell me? Will you guarantee to me that one of those two characters is genuinely what you are? Because if they are, I will tell you which one you are.
Interesting.
Will you make that promise?
In that case, I'm promised that I lied to you.
Okay. Would you like to give me 2 characters
now
that
I'm
you
intrigued.
actually might be? Or 3, I don't know. The more you give me, the less likely I will be to call it correctly, but yeah.
Gossip and minstrel.
Gossip. Okay, I can't differentiate between those 2. I'm the chambermaid you didn't wake, is what I'm saying. So if you'd given me Sailor and Moonchild, I would have known that you were the Moonchild, but I can't differentiate between Gossip and Minstrel.
Alright.
I'll just see whether you Gossip then, I guess.
Wake.
Sorry?
Well, yeah, if you got that I didn't wake, that's accurate.
Yeah. Alright, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ash quality.
That's always the shit.
You have to get new headphones. Alright. I feel like it's been long enough. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Gossip Circle. Make your statements as you please. Bran?
I'd like to gossip that when we execute Scrooge today, he will not die.
Tim?
I would like to gossip that Lyra tried to frame me.
I
would like to gossip that the demon is sitting exactly 3 steps away from me.
Damien?
I would like to gossip that exactly 3 players can survive execution at the moment.
Parallelogram Pants?
I like to gossip that Basil and Tim contain at least 1 minion, lunatic, or demon.
Can you repeat that?
Basil and Tim contain either one
Got it.
minion, lunatic, demon.
Got it. Isaac?
I would like to gossip that Tim is good, and Tim also currently believes that the demon is good.
Scrooge?
I would like to gossip that there is no Godfather in play.
Alejo?
I would like to gossip that the demon, if executed, will be replaced, or will most likely be replaced with a Yagabab.
I don't know how to check that.
You have been not given
So,
JoJo.
can you tell me which
Shabalot
demons
or
are
Poe.
most likely to be? Okay, heard. There's only one person left to gossip, so unless that person gossips, I'm opening the voted arms.
Bran nominates Scrooge.
Bran nominates Scrooge. Bran accuse.
I have reason to believe that Scrooge will not die if executed.
Scrooge defense.
I don't mind this, honestly. We'd like to do a bit of science. I'm not the worst to death. I'm fine with this role being removed from the script. Yeah.
Let's not play too meta. Let's not play too whatever.
No, I know, but you know,
You
Every roll's gonna go. Every roll's gonna go. Every roll's gonna go.
Quick
can't
clarification.
stop us from meta,
Let's
JoJo.
absolutely play meta.
Oh yeah, it's better than
Alright,
I'm not bothered by this. This is fine.
I thought that I was storytelling, Alejo.
Yeah, and storytellers don't get to tell players how to play.
That's true. Who couldn't be me. 5 votes is enough. Scrooge is on the block. Any other nominations? If I don't hear any, we have an active nom. I'll close the day in 20 seconds. 20.
If Isaac Gossip goes off tonight, then it means that one of 3 people. In fact, 1 or 2 people are the demon.
Yeah, I assumed that JoJo would come and ask you who like your top 3 most trusted good people are.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Scrooge has been executed and dies.
Scrooge would like to claim Moonchild and pick Damien, please.
Heard. Good night.
Great idea saving Damien's role from being eliminated.
I am probably only going to be playing this game, so I have stake in the whole outcome of.
I don't imagine that they're trying to get to SNV tonight.
No.
I don't think we're
Speed
gonna
run.
get there.
I don't think we're going to get there over the next year, but you never know. Maybe we will. Most likely we're going to play one game of this. If we have time, we might play a second. Like the next
Next
tomorrow.
demon in line is Yagababble. We're not getting there anytime soon.
The Yagababble is a... I'm not going to tell you much of what's likely to come up and when. But I'll tell you that Yagababble is 33% likely to replace Shabeloth and 29% likely to replace Poe. So odds are it won't be a Yagababble, which whatever we execute next. But it is the most likely for those two demons. Well, technically Shabeloth is tied with another one. I won't tell you what that is. Oh, Poe is also tied with another one. I won't tell you what that is either. But they only have Yagababble in common.
Because that's the only one who also kills 3 things.
Azir. And Oho, technically.
Oh, yep. I'll kill him 3 in the night. It's wild.
Also, Legion can kill 3 things.
But would you do it? I've never seen it done.
I've seen 2 for Grandmother Simulation.
Alright, here's a little
I
game for
think
you.
I've done 2 for Gossip Simulator.
Here's a little game for you all to play. There are 2 characters on this script that have a guaranteed replacement. So you can figure out what they are.
Grandmother's a washerwoman.
Goon's politician.
Both wrong.
Grandmother to... Oh, okay. Tea-lady to empath?
Yes, that is one of them.
Innkeeper to monk.
Nope.
Is it lunatic?
Nope.
I don't know where Lunatic goes.
Moonchild to klutz.
Nope.
Courtier to the bin.
It is Courtier.
And is it to the bin?
It's not. It's not to the bin.
Alchemist?
I don't know what.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically the bin.
Okay, who's looking at the courtier token? Come on, people.
You can either confirm or deny.
Those are the only ones they'll tell you because those are the only guarantees. Anything else, it's up in the air.
If we retire the DA and then get in a Philo, we basically win every game, right?
What's our easiest path to wizard from here?
Probably through assassin.
Okay, the quickest path to wizard is 2 steps.
Good morning, everybody.
Maybe.
Mastermind,
Damien died in the night.
So Mastermind, Boffin, Wizard, I assume?
Maybe.
Boffin
I'm not saying
Wizard.
anymore. What's
I mean,
the quickest
I
path
can
to
see, I can
atheist?
logic out that path.
The quickest path to atheist is 3 steps, but there are multiple paths there.
Come on up.
So all I'm taking from that is that it's probably not sham.
Mayhaps.
Unless the shab got really unlucky.
Or hiding it very well.
Yeah, like unless they literally picked Damien and like a protected person.
Or you.
The quickest path.
Specifically hide it.
The quickest path to heretic is 2 steps.
Oh, let's go.
So not next
Who
game,
the-
but the game after.
Who wouldn't want to play BMR with Heretic on it?
Exactly.
Extremely me.
With 2 demons that can't kill themselves.
Oh dear lord. Imagine it's a heretic game, and you're a zombie with a mastermind.
Wild.
Please, for the love of
Fucking
God, can we just kill
dumb
no
people
one? I want to die.
The hoops.
Hello.
So you don't want hello. So you don't want the protection.
Sorry, what was that?
You don't want the protection in the night.
Did you protect me last night?
I've heard about the innkeeper that protected you.
Oh, that's interesting. Are you the innkeeper that protected me?
Who knows?
I don't think you are. I'm going to guess that you're not.
I told you that I've heard about the innkeeper.
You did.
Yep.
I'm just... Yeah, interesting. If you are the innkeeper who protected me, I think that nothing interesting happened. I think I was sober.
Okay. Good.
Alright, cheers.
And thank you very much. Bye.
I might just share my info at this point. Okay, one of you two woke up. Which of you was it?
It was me, Austin.
So, Basil, you didn't wake up?
No, I woke up.
Correct, you both woke up. Excellent.
Good. By the way, I'm the sailor and I picked you later.
Doesn't matter.
On night 1.
Oh, then you're...
That might matter.
Yep. But I've also told that to, I think, everyone but Damien. So
Sure.
you can work out for yourself whether or not it's true.
Yeah, that's fair. Isaac,
Yes.
you woke up on one of the 2 nights of this game at least.
Apparently so.
Which one?
Quite possibly the last one.
I have you waking up. I have you not waking up on the first night, actually. What am I talking about? I have you not waking up on one of the 2 nights, and it was the first night.
Okay.
Okay, sure. See yourself. Hi.
Hey.
Okay.
So
I'm
I'm going out of my
practice
way
at this point.
to convince the last 19 digits of pi that he's actually the demon, because I'm his fake minion and he's lunatic. So anything you can do to maintain that illusion would be much appreciated.
I'm not sure what I can do.
I mean, I've already gotten JoJo to exorcise him, in inverted commas.
Oh, you want me to claim an exorcist?
No, Isaac needs to claim exorcist. If you can get that to him, then that would be ideal.
Okay, you want me to tell Isaac to pick, or to claim to a pick?
To claim exorcist, either privately or publicly, because the last 19 digits of pi was just exorcised by him.
Oh, okay, last night.
Yes, last
Okay,
night.
great, thanks. Isaac.
Yeah?
I need you to do me a favor.
Oh, God.
I need you to I need you to claim to be the exorcist who exercised the last 19 digits of pi.
Who's stream sniping my not stream? It's exactly what I am and what I did.
Oh, that's very funny. Okay, I'll tell you everything. Pi is apparently the lunatic who saw gambling as a minion. Gambling is trying to convince him that he is the demon, and told JoJo to tell him last night that he was exorcised by you. So if you actually are the exorcist who picked Pi, then that's very funny.
I am in fact the exorcist that picked Pi.
Perfect. Then everything has worked out very nicely. Also, we should probably kill him at some point, just in case that's a weird nonsense happening over there.
I mean, if Pi is the demon, I think they're lying about who their minions are. But short of that, yeah.
Sure. I have a 0 on you and Darium on the first night, and a 2 on gambling and Basil. Although apparently I was in-kept last night. I'm not sure about that.
Sorry, who was me and who? Sorry. On
Darium, yeah. Parallelogram pants.
Oh, okay. That is Darium?
That is Darium.
Sorry, I'm very ill and very confused. So.
That's fair. Both of you are claiming not to vote on the first night, so yay.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's go.
Yeah, good.
Howdy.
Hello.
What up?
So you were the one advocating for killing Scrooge, right?
No.
Okay, never mind. I thought
Gambling was the one who nominated Scrooge and said that they shouldn't die. So you the demon?
That's interesting. No.
Okay, good to know.
What are you?
Chambermaid. What are you?
Okay. Innkeeper.
Yeah. It's BMR. It's all BMR too, is a waste of everyone's time.
Hello, everybody. Who's ready for some funny one? Hello.
I don't have a gossip to make yet. I'll try and think of one. But I want to say that I have heard, I don't know how true this is, that I was in-kept last night. However, I am a chambermaid, and my information seems to be correct on both nights.
Amen.
I would like to gossip that I died to gossip.
Basil?
Basil would like to gossip that Innkeeper was drunk this night.
Isaac.
Isaac would like to gossip that a townsfolk stopped the demon from acting.
Jim.
I would like to gossip that last night was a no charge.
Noms are open.
Damien, were you an outsider?
Nope. I was the tea lady.
Gambling, you know the thing that you said I should do?
Yeah, did you do it?
I did. It turns out that was true.
Hilarious. I love it. That's even better in many ways.
Yeah.
I can assure you that the thing I said is also true. There is a chance that there are shenanigans going on, but they're not that deep.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one.
It's a little weird, I get that, but also I accept that given certain facets of this game and the people who are playing it and the way we're talking about them, things could have happened that are true but looked real, you know?
Sure.
I resemble that one.
You guys can't be any less cryptic.
You know, sometimes when the pheasant has no agenda, the dentist requires readjustment, and Bran nominates Basil.
And the sparrow flies south for the winter.
Noms are still open. Yeah, accuse.
So, I've heard from a friend of a friend that capybaras are great this time of year. So if you know what I'm talking about, then we should wander past the eagle. Wink.
Basil.
Well, how can you defend against that? I think it's beautiful and impeccable.
4 votes.
The hand shakes, the world is saved.
Who are you calling impeccable?
Heck you.
It's not happening.
I have headphones for parallelogram pants.
We live in a...
We live in a society that accommodates people with disconnecting. Are you back?
Yeah.
Are you voting? 3, 2, 1?
No.
Too late. 4 votes is enough. Basil's on the block. Any other nominations? Closing the day in 20 seconds as we have an active nomination.
I have something on my grim for everybody except for Isaac, because for some reason Isaac can't hear me in private chat.
Oh, that's happened to a few people, I think.
Oh no, my acting is just great.
I believe.
Tim nominates Isaac and passes the accusation over to Scrooge.
Tim nominates Isaac and pass the accusation to Scrooge. Scrooge.
I don't know what this is based on. I know nothing about Isaac at all whatsoever, except that they can't hear me in private chats.
Isaac.
My silence is for a reason.
4 votes ties. 5
Actually,
votes
no.
executed.
Technically, you can hear me, so that joke doesn't even work.
No, it doesn't, because I could.
Your silence is for a reason, sure.
2 votes is not enough. Any other nominations? Close the day in 10 seconds. 10.
Can I
Alejo?
nominate Darian, please?
Alejo can. There's no Darren on the grim. Sorry.
Parallelogram pants, please.
Bam! I'll choose.
Can I pass the accusation to gambling, please?
Sure, you can't. There's no gambling on the
I
ground.
heard from a friend of a friend of a friend that given Basil's proclivities in the night and the moon being in retrograde, we have to consider the house of the Mars rising left, and so parallelogram pants, it is time for you to be heard.
I wish you could play more gambling.
I can't
No, I've
make
heard
Tuesday.
Bran.
Parallelogram
I-
pants. Defense.
I told the truth to Bran the first day, so I think this is a
enough
terrible
for me.
execution.
4 votes ties. 5 votes executes. Parallelogram pants. 3, 2, 1.
So you did this to me, or did you lie to me?
Oh, I lied to you.
How could you in the lying game? Can't believe it.
2 votes is still not enough. Any other nominations? Close of the day in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Basil has been executed and dies. Everybody goes to sleep. How do I press to sleep? There we are.
Interesting.
I've realised that we already hacked up.
I don't think you have. The good team has won.
For us to maintain a good distribution of kills.
Wait,
Like
what?
aesthetics.
You killed the David.
Oh.
The David. He's right
Yeah,
there.
don't worry about it. Last time, that's in Digit Spy. Everything's fine.
Let's see. You had a Moonchild. That's also gone. And then joining his demon in death, Damien, the Godfather, using the kill from the Moonchild to kill himself. These are your outsiders. These are your in-town play townsfolk.
Bran!
Good play.
That one just went straight in Basil and with nothing we could do about it.
For those who weren't in on it, by the way, there was a grand conspiracy to continue to keep Pi convinced it was actually the Zomball. We were going to try and maintain it past death.
Did you know? Did you know?
I had no idea I was the lunatic.
Gambling, did you know that? Did you know what Isaac was?
I knew what Isaac was.
I told me he'd been exorcised. I knew that Isaac was either the innkeeper or the exorcist, so I went around doing a thing.
Nice.
You've got to do things sometimes.
You do gotta do things.
Also,
sometimes.
if Basil had lived, I was picking Basil. So, well, if me and Basil had both lived, I was picking Basil.
That was a really good self-kill by the way, Damien. I did not see that.
I feel quite pleased with that Moonchild pick. That was.
We'll play another one.
No, we did a moon sound was in play. I sort of had to go for
No,
it.
like that was
Give
absolutely a
some
good
credit.
play to use the kill yourself, so it looked like a Moonchild.
It was
Alejo, upload the next
extremely
version.
suspicious
I'm
of
on
him.
We'll play another one, I think.
Because I didn't think there was actually a Godfather in play, which means there were too many.
And we're going to introduce some cool new characters, replacing the. But you know what? We'll take bets. It's not Yagababble. We don't have Yagababble. What do we think we've got for Moonchild and Poe?
Riot.
Baron.
Oh,
I
Aladika.
think
Aladika is
Moonchild
the triple killer.
I think Moonchild is going to go into Klutz.
Yeah, Moonchild goes to
Yeah,
Klutz.
Klutz.
And then Poe goes to some other multi-killed demon. Al-Hadi.
I'll have.
Every word you have said is wrong.
Yagababble.
Nope.
Okay, if the Moonchild goes, it's
Poe might be Oho.
It's Gollum and Lord of
I don't like that.
Typhon.
Oh!
Ick.
Ugh.
So if you want to play Batman Rising, but with a Lord of Typhon and a Gollum, this is your opportunity.
Gollum.
Gee, oh, I just realized. Okay, thank God we're only probably gonna have one minion in Lord of like 2 minions in Lord of Typhon. Jeez. Actually,
And no wizard to make it look like an atheist game.
Yeah.
Nope, not a one.
Nope, we have driven away.
I think they said they were going anyway.
Yeah.
This will be my last one, but I think this is also the last one for stream. So
It will be, yes.
That's what
We
I
have
thought
1
as well.
hour and 7 minutes left of stream, so we've got time for one more game, so long as it's fairly quick.
Well, it's BMR, so I'm sure it'll be real fast, right, JoJo?
Exactly.
I mean, based on the last one.
Yeah, last one was pretty smooth.
It's either really quick or not.
Okay, so it hasn't added the it hasn't added the Spirit of Ivory, which makes me think that Lord of Typhon does not count as an extra evil for the purposes of Flesh and Bone, Spirit of Ivory. So we can have Lord of Typhon plus 1 evil, Goon plus 1 evil.
Hilarious.
Are we all excited?
Yeah,
I am.
In an 8-player game, that's 50% evil.
I don't think I've ever been turned into a minion on the first night of a game of Clock Tower. Might be wrong.
Have you never been Ghazali picked?
Don't think so.
To be fair, if it depends where you play, I think as well.
You in chat, you have like 1 minute to get in here before I start setting up the grim.
Yeah, we can play an 8-player if no one's in. I posted a link. Chat says let's at least help with the minion changes. We don't want help with the minion changes. The minions are fine. The minions are not the problem here.
The problem are the townsfolk.
Townsfolk and demons are the problem with BMR.
The townsfolk need to get the fuck out of here. And you executed approximately 0.
Yeah.
We're just that
Okay.
good, can we say?
You put in approximately 0.
I was gonna say the meta for that should have been don't execute me and this we should all just come out and go what roles do we want to keep.
Yeah, but that means the DA has to come out and go, guys, the script will break.
Yeah, I think it's such an interesting balance between playing Blood on the Clock Tower and playing Flesh and Bone. And I get it's not going to be for everyone, but I love that balance.
I mentioned that to Scrooge, like, if I'm the gambler, I'm gonna gamble the demon instantly. either the gambler is safe, or the gambler is probably safe because I found the demon.
The gambler is legendary.
It's an interesting question of like, is it better to know what things will turn into or not? Because that might affect the decision.
Yeah, I'm inclined to lean towards no, but I'll give you the occasional hint every now and again.
Yeah.
I like not knowing, I think.
Yeah.
I like doing the guessing between games.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree with that.
Yeah, I like
Hey.
trying to figure out where things are gonna go.
In the nicest way possible, I like seeing the fucked up connections people have between characters.
Yeah.
And not saying fucked up in a bad way, just saying fucked up as indifferent to me, which inherently means you're
Oh yeah.
I like
never
how
Oh, hey, sorry.
I like how when you generate a new script, the new script has an updated flavor text for the Flesh and Bone fable, so it's actually accurate to this particular campaign.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's cool.
Oh my
No,
god.
let me check something.
What I will say is, I don't want to execute the assassin.
A lot of the minions are quite important.
Yeah, I don't want to execute the assassin because I can see what the assassin might become.
I want to execute the mastermind. I don't care.
I agree with that. I think we need to get rid of. Oh, we're changing again. I think we need to get rid of.
I'll change.
I think we need to get rid of.
Did
the
you
master.
mean to change?
I sent out rolls and then I changed a lot, and then I sent out new rules.
That's
because I did not like I looked at it for a second. I was like, oh wait, that's a bad setup. Oops.
I mean, that is.
Yeah. We're
I
just
think
not going to talk about the first rolls we had.
I don't think it matters. They changed it too much, but
Yeah,
I
they
think
said-
it's more important. It's more important to say that on this script, you should be allowed to, or this format, you should be allowed to do that, because fundamentally, you will end up with scripts that do not work with certain orientations of characters.
I am telling you.
Oh.
Perfect. No, I'll say that later.
This is like none of this is happening with balance in mind.
It's not with balance in mind. It's with a good game in mind. And I think that I made a
that's what I
bad
mean
game.
when I say balance is
Trying to run
enjoyable.
scripts
We're playing two different
with like.
games.
Sure.
Yeah.
We're trying to run scripts with a World Cup sensibility of having to randomize the bag will not work.
Oh, that's
you will
what I
end up
did.
with bag.
That's what I did all day on Sunday. It was great.
You fool. You absolute
Oh,
fool. But then
Alejo,
you also run Lynchdale, so you have no aesthetic sense.
I am totally fine with what happened on Sunday, the one game I was in. That was a lot of fun, but also, oh my god, that was terrible.
Which one was it?
The one with I was the amnesiac who was generating balloonist info.
Oh, right, yeah, that was fun. I like that.
And you used the fisherman to basically say, I'm sorry for everything.
I did do that, yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
It works. Good team
It
won.
was a
Because of the fisherman.
That was one of the games of all time.
Fatally.
That was one of the pieces of fisherman advice.
I was sorry.
I think that fisherman advice helped the good team to win.
It kind of proved that the fisherman was real.
There's winning the game, and then there's winning it. Life.
Life. Don't talk to me about life.
Life and the fear of a child.
Alright, I'm thinking this through. Part of me wants to drink the Godfather. So they don't know what the outsiders are, but I'm not sure how useful that is. I think this game's too small to go demon hunting, but I'm gonna choose a demon anyway. And I'm gonna choose a demon tonight, rather than tomorrow when they start getting kills. Because I'm gonna choose the zombie. So, zombie, please. Hello? Yeah, never mind.
Neglected in the background instead.
There you are. Alright, I heard you say you're choosing the Zombul.
Zombul.
Okay.
Cheers.
Congratulations, that takes a long time of therapy.
I'm glad you made that joke. I was going to.
I was
I'm
chatting
really
with chat
sad
and I
that
got back to
Savant
the
isn't
punchline,
on the...
and I dread to think what the setup was.
Oh, I said it at JoJo. I've worked out all my issues.
Ah, nice.
What do you mean
there's
no savant yet?
The graph that you have for like which characters are going to become which characters has like a bunch of arrows on it, to be like, okay, so just to give you a random and not necessarily a thing example, the town crier can become the mathematician, or it could become the snake charmer. And each of those is represented by a line with color and thickness depending on how likely it is. And I've been spending the last 15 minutes trying to get as few crossovers of the lines as possible, and I think I'm doing a decent job. See, like you can click and drag and move all of the pieces.
The term that you're looking for is you're trying to prove that it's a planar graph.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Who likes to play BMR? I like it, but I like it a little weird.
All right.
Oh, do your shit.
I'm the courtier. I've drunk the DA.
I wish we'd have drank with the Zomble, because I think this is a Zomble game, and I think this is going to be the longest final game of our lives.
Well, shit. Maybe it's Zomble DA. Hello.
Is Atheist actually in the flowchart?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it tends not to be in for very long.
Yeah,
I guess,
you get one Atheist game.
Generally.
Because of the jinx.
Is it actually jinx? I was not.
Yeah, if the... basically the way it works is that if the good team wins an Atheist game, the Atheist is eliminated and nothing else.
Cool. That makes sense.
Can't see
and if the evil team wins the Atheist game, then the storyteller's fucked up and should leave.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep. Cool. On the front of this game, I am okay to get removed because apparently you're saying that the Yagababble is pretty likely to get in soon. I'm the gossip. I don't want those two things on the script.
Let's see what you will become. Okay, that's interesting, sure. Sure. I mean, we've removed one of the vectors, one of the pathways into Yagababble, so it's less likely now.
Okay. For paranoia's sake, what would Lord of Typhon turn into?
What would Lord of Typhon turn into? That's a good question. It's got a few different options. The most likely is Kazali.
Okay. What are you?
I said I'm the courtier who drank the DA.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that works for me. I'll be quite frank, I'm quite interested in turning you into something else as well. But I suppose I'm happy to get one gossip, like do an artist thing, yay or nay, and then get under the bus.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be useless in 3 days. I could, of course, be lying. I might not have drank the DA. I just want the evil team to think.
I fully understand that all these things are possible. Yes, I might not be the gossip.
Yeah.
You know, caveat, but still, like talking. Sure. I'm tempted to gossip. There is a DA in play.
You could do that.
See how you. Alright, I'll do that.
Alright, let's head back.
It's like Slayer and Alsa here.
Wait, I have a question, Alejo.
Hi.
What happens if if we kill someone and the professor resurrects them? Does that prevent them from being eliminated from Flesh and Bone?
I believe not. I believe that the eliminated marker goes down the moment that someone dies by execution.
Okay, and then being resurrected, okay, cool. Doesn't remove it.
That's my understanding. What can I do for you? Hello? I cannot hear you.
Let's fucking go. What could go wrong? Also,
you just
because
left me, Alejo.
I couldn't hear
you're the opposite side of the ground. Means that,
exactly.
You know, working out bull.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you now. What can I do for you?
Okay, so I've not heard of a professor. I was just asking in general.
Sure.
You know what? I'm just gonna come out there and say I'm the chambermaid.
Sure.
I saw you.
And did I wake or not? You and Gambling
I got a 1, so...
You and Gambling went to have a conversation first, and I told everyone else. So you and someone went to have a conversation first, and I told everyone else who was around.
Me and Bran.
Okay.
It was Bran.
Yeah.
But I got a 1. Is the
I told everyone else what I was at the time. I am the courtier, so I did wake up.
Alright, well, that means the other person I checked better not have woken up.
That's the spirit. Alright, good luck. Get it? Spirit? Courtier?
Oh
Prince,
god,
alcohol.
yeah.
Oh.
Never mind.
You're making puns.
I did a pun. I said that's the spirit.
Should you be ashamed?
Where's the graph? I love graphs. If you set up a game on. I'll just post the link. It's on chillclocktower.com/living script. If you go to this website, which is what we're playing, you can click create a new campaign, go through all the steps, and then you can just have a play about with it. You don't have to actually run games for it to be for you to see it. And then if you click probabilistic, you can see the graphs of what's likely to come up. It's very interesting, actually. Hello.
Oh, it's absolutely Zombie.
Why do you say that?
Because I've had two conversations. I forgot what I put down for. I forgot what Tim told me, and then the other one they claimed Exorcist or Tea Lady, and I'm claiming Sailor or Fool.
Sure.
So it's absolutely a Zombie.
Well, in the off chance I'm lying and I didn't actually drink the DA, I will take that under advisement.
Yeah, this is gonna be a long game otherwise.
Let's kill the Sailor. If they're the DA, they will die unless I'm lying.
Yeah, true. Okay, good luck.
Alejo?
Hi.
The other person I picked is hard claiming assassin.
Well, that doesn't wake in the night.
No, it doesn't.
So as far as I'm concerned, you got good info.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
But it does sound like I wasted my ability. Big sad.
What did you choose?
DA. But we still know that anyone who survives execution is confirmed good.
True.
I considered picking Godfather. I thought that would be funny.
I actually do have a hard claim of Godfather.
And Assassin?
And Assassin. I think one of those
No, I'm joking. I'm really joking. I've not heard of any of the Godfathers.
Okay, good.
I have, in fact, heard of someone who was recently watching the film Godfather.
Maybe we shouldn't execute one of the assassin's neighbors. We could have a Godfather and an assassin, actually.
I've not heard of any Godfathers, but I have heard of someone who was watching the film.
Sure.
Can you imagine being the tea lady that gets told, "Hey, you are now the assassin," and being like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do?"
Get a different bluff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Just
think...
live long enough to fire it off and forget.
I think we can execute any sailors, because if they're the sailor and they survive, great. If they're the sailor and they die before the Devil's Advocate, I'm happy with that. If they're the Devil's Advocate, they will die because I drunk them.
Hey guys, who's ready to get some Cosmos and gossip? Sophia.
Yes, I would like to gossip that a chambermaid on night 1. If a chambermaid picked Alejo Black and Basil on night 1, they would have gotten a 1.
Heard. Isaac.
I would like to gossip that exactly one of Bran's Scrooge parallelogram has a each night asterisk.
Heard. Damien.
I would like to gossip that the outsider count has been modified.
Heard. Tim.
I would like to gossip that at least 3 people are safe from death today.
Heard. Alejo.
I would like to gossip that there is an assassin who does not name me. And I would like to say that, Sophia, I think that might be the first time anyone has ever used my full name in casual conversation. Like, there are some people who are just always their full name, but I've never been that sort of person.
You know,
Heard.
I don't
Scrooge.
know why I said that.
I would like to gossip that it's a Typhon game.
Heard. Bran.
I'd like to gossip that the minion is a devil's advocate.
Heard. Parallelogram.
I'd like to gossip that Basil is not a minion.
Heard. Noms are open.
Go ahead, Sophia.
Yes, I would like to know if Alejo Black is related to anyone named Jack, especially famous actors.
No. I chose my own surname. And no relation to any other blacks.
When I was a young boy.
What a sentence to clear.
Yeah, a little bit. Brand nominates Tim.
Tim accused.
I'd like to pass the accusation to Basil, please.
Basil.
Have nothing to say. Let's kill Tim.
5 votes. Oh wait.
Wait, hang on a second.
Tim, you're gonna say some words.
The only words I could say was that I love a callback.
Okay.
I think it's not yet time to start tunneling on Tim for no reason. Unless you're the sailor, in which case we should execute you.
3 is not enough. Any other nominations?
Yeah, Sophia nominates Basil.
Sophia nominates Basil accused.
They were hard claiming assassin, and I like killing evil players.
Basil defense.
I'm still claiming assassin.
5 votes.
I don't care if you are or aren't the assassin. I just want to see what happens.
Basil has been marked for execution. Any other nominations?
Typhon is in
Sophia.
Basil nominates Sophia. Alejo accused.
Basil is the assassin, so we should probably execute one of his neighbors.
Sophia.
Oh yeah, I was lying to everyone today. I'm the goon.
5 votes tied. 6 votes execute Sophia.
Also, I was picked by a devil's advocate last night.
Well, that devil's advocate is...
I'm currently evil.
Any other nominations?
No, I
name.
understand
5.
you're drunk, but they still get a chance to pick something.
Basil.
Yeah, the super drunk.
Basil. Basil would like to nominate Parallelogram Pants.
Oh, can you pass the accusation to gambling?
Accused.
We have a problem because my assassination didn't work. Whoopsie. I'm the
Parallelogram
Hello.
Pants. Defense.
Sure.
5 votes tied. 6 votes executes you.
I suppose for this.
I really don't think we should do this.
Sounds like a minion.
Executing someone who's...
5 votes is a tie. Nobody is executed.
We're not killing
I'm not a minion. I'm an evil outsider. Alejo, I'm not a...
Isaac nominates Bran.
Alejo.
Isaac nominates
Bran.
Bran. Isaac nominates Bran accused.
I'm pretty sure you can still nominate a bunch of people. One of the people that we could kill is Bran. The other one is Genius. I don't mind which one you want to kill.
Bran defense.
Yeah, that's fine. I have decided that I will not be using the I am the golem, I punch this person, please lift off me defense in the future. It's a good one.
I mean, you could
Also,
have not said that you were
Alejo,
going to
I'm
vote
not...
for it, then it probably wouldn't have got listed.
Alejo, I'm not a minion. I'm an evil townsfolk. Get your facts
5 is
straight.
still a tie.
Evil
Any other
townsfolk,
nominations?
that's
Closing the
impressive
day
on the
in Damien.
Sorry, evil outsider. I
nominates
meant
Isaac.
evil outsider.
Sophia, please. Sophia, please. Damien's talking. Damien.
Damien nominates Isaac.
Damien nominates Isaac. Damien here.
Science.
Science. Isaac.
Damien really likes that tea lady role. He's gotten it twice. That is weird.
5 ties, 6 executes Isaac.
I mean, the evil team is very obviously gambling Darium and Sophia at this point, so it's fine.
Yep.
6 votes is enough. Isaac's on the block. Any other nominations? Close the day in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Given that,
1.
like it's obviously a little Typhon game, but do you not want to prune the in-play rolls a little bit first?
Isaac has been executed. Would you like to live?
Yes.
You do.
You're welcome, Isaac.
I feel really sorry for any Godfathers out there.
I mean, why?
I like it when evil players get killed, seeing as I am the evil goon.
I mean, there's an easy way to remedy your sad feelings about the Godfather.
Yes, I'm aware, and I'm happily willing to die.
It's fine.
Also, the image in the center is updated to show the first townsfolk, outsider, minion, and demon to die in the game of Flesh and Bone in your campaign.
It shows all of them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's every single one.
Oh, I see. But that's also a really cool thing that.
Good for this one. Darium killed himself in the night.
Darium, do you not let us kill you so that we could have got rid of the Lord Typhon?
Golem nominated the demon.
Need to protect Lord of Typhon. Understandable.
There is a rule for what happens if a game ends with nobody being executed.
Alejo.
Oh,
Where
that's
is it?
so evil. There's the tea lady next to a fool and a professor.
I know.
Yeah.
I was the assassin. I was planning to stab you, Isaac, but it's what it is. This was.
I was hopefully what was gonna happen.
Then I get brought back by Tim, and it's just as awful.
And the golem nominated the demon. There were 3 people Basil could nominate that would not trigger a death.
If you have ended up in a situation after a game where a character was not eliminated and you're potentially about to play the same script twice in a row, stop. If a rule does not cover your situation, then eliminate the character of the winning team that appears first on the script. So,
Godfather.
bye of the winning team.
No, grandfather.
Oh, winning team.
So the question is that the
Grandfather.
So is that, well, the question is then, do you take the character that's top or the character that's top and in play?
Top and
I think
play.
in play.
So it's full tea lady, professor,
I think it's me.
Courtier, yeah. Alejo.
Alejo.
Alejo has been executed, and now the courtier is off the script.
Now we have a Philo.
Now we have a Philo. We don't even get to play the game of guessing what's next because we already know, because I told you.
And now we can have a golem and a Philo golem to nominate the demon.
Incredible.
It's really funny.
That was a giant shit show.
That was fun. It goes so fast.
Darren messages me and is like, "What happens if I kill myself? I'd like to. I think I gotta get it out of here."
I think,
see if there were a typo for future games.
I think we will probably wrap up a little bit early there because we've played 4 games today.
Yeah.
And I think that if you want more, you can go and watch a Saturday stream. There's enough Clock Tower there to fill you for a month. But
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for playing. We're going to wrap things up. So thank you very much, players. Thank you very much, JoJo. Everyone say goodnight to chat.
Thank you, everybody.
Good
Good night
night.
to chat.
Good night.
Wow.
And a good night to you, JoJo.
And a good night to me.
This campaign is off to a roaring start.
So far, 2 games in, 3 characters eliminated.
If you're watching this on YouTube, because I will try and upload every game from this series to YouTube. Can't wait to forget, like 2 weeks in. I'm not sure how often we're going to be doing this. I feel like every second game of every other week could make sense.
Yeah. Or it could be like the first Friday of the month. I don't know. First Tuesday of the month.
We don't do Fridays, so that'll be an interesting one. But I think we're gonna.
Why don't we do Fridays?
I think every thing. It's I think every other week could. I think 1 out of every 4 games being this series is probably the sort of balance we want to strike. I will be playing all of them. So, yeah.
And I will hopefully be running all of them.
That's the plan. If you ever miss one, we'll get a guest storyteller, because I think it's going to be interesting. I think most people who do this will do storyteller perspective, and that's fair enough, because I will also be doing storyteller perspective on Sundays. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to have a player perspective one as well. But yeah, I think that we can wrap things up there a little bit. So thank you very much, JoJo.
A wonderful, wonderful time.